と明るい方がいい？テキストところ引き、文字サイズはでかい方がいい。文字設定。これぐらいいいかな。
I'm Santino Featherland.
でかくない？大丈夫？ちょっとだけ下げてみます。日本語ね。英語はわからんので。じゃあ、やっていこうかね。よし。はい、ニューゲームです。ゲームをセーブ。いかに心が破れようとしたいがそれもまして重いものだ。
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray, too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong?
何だったっけ？インパラ。
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness, the light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone, so I had to give her a chance.
なんでその上から目線なのよ。
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts. I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think... My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, but... My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case. She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but... I promised myself I'd write a novel one day.
インターネット接続が出るんだな。ゴロゴロキャストさん。ダメかな、うちの配線ダメなのかな。
I don't even know what these papers are.
俺はこの種類が何なのかもわからんのかい。
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes. M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants. I don't see colors anymore, only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink. Every whiskey has the same color nowadays.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Thank the wild ones. That's
And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in
I think it's time to dig a... I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I can scare her off. Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you...
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more. 放送事故になる。よし、OK、これでよかろう。はい、すいません、お待たせいたしました。続いてやっていきましょうかな。焦点は注意深く起点を聞かせないと、この女性は恥ずかしがり屋のようだから、それをうまく利用する。ただし言葉には気をつけないと怯えさせてしまうな。まずは優しく様子を伺いながら、そのタイミングで厳しく問い詰めるぞ。印象引っ込み思案、疑い深い。何がいいかな。都市に住んでるのかな。じゃあカラーベラヒルズ、それともフラワービルかな。新浜に乗ってはね、本当に大丈夫
？Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer and not on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach.
あ、でもプラスにはなったのこれ。プラスに行ったのそれともマイナスが増える。なんで今日この夜に俺を訪ねてこなきゃならなかった？怯えて MV やんな姉ちゃん。洗いざらし歌ったよ。どうなんそれは。
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
なんかよくわからんけど。何を目当てに来たのか自分で分かっているじゃなくて分かっている。なぜ君が俺を訪ねてきたんだい？どうして君の雇い主が直接来ないのかな？生まれ育ちは黒ビル。恐れが出ている。まあ中かな、妥当なとこで。
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
全体何を期待して俺に会いに行ったんだ。わざとだとは思わないが俺をからかっているのかい。この住所をどうやって知った。君は俺に何を期待しているんだ。一番上とね、一番下のね、なんかちょっと若干わからん。何がなんだ。
What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Oh, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable.
Well, I am reliable.
And discreet.
That's right.
And thorough.
No question about that.
And has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it right there.
こういった仕事が自分に向いていると思っている。この件は危険すぎる。お引き受けできませんな。俺は見つからなかったってことにしないか。厄介ごと陥ってるのかい。何が違うねんこれ。一番下。
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Sutherland, not really.
ロボタンいらっしゃい。映像映ってない？嘘、映ってない？ちょっと待って。声聞こえてる？声も聞こえてない？もしかして。ちょっと待って。嫌な予感しかしないけど。あ、声聞こえてる？映像映ってないの？ちょっと待ってね。聞こえる？あ、映った？映った。はい、お世話をかけしております。今まで一人で喋ってたの、ちょっともう恥ずかしすぎるんやけど。いらっしゃいませ。一人喋ってるやつにいらっしゃいませ。ゲームしてます。分かってるよ。もう恥ずかしいなこれ。よし、続きやっていきます。チキンポリスっていうゲームしてます。なんか鶏のやつ。朗読配信とかね、もう恥でしかないからな。それこいつ何真っ黒い画面で一人喋ってんのみたいになるからね。恥だからね。続きいきます。この件は全体的になんだか疑わしいとは思わない？ひどく無力だと感じたことは？なんだか疑わしいと思わない？
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
これ大丈夫なの？これちゃんとページメーター溜まってんの？白状する気がないのならこれに何の意味が？ねえデボラ、君のことを信じるべき理由があるのかな？
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Huh. Smart answer.
当たってんのこれ。なんかいまいちよくわかんないんだよね。
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
Ibn Wessler, the kingpin.
exactly.
Feathery gods help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
あ、なんかいつの間にか終わった尋問ランク。あ、いや、真の刑事、さすがですね。ちょっと要刑事、さすがだと思います。頂点の精度 90%。全くわからんままちょっとね、さすがの刑事になりましたね。あ、で何やったっけ。伝説のチキンポリスの復活が少しずつ食べられちゃいるが、まだ錆びついちゃいない。さすがだ。雇い主のナターシャの情報はなんと悪名高きギャングのイブン・ウェスラーだ。ちょっと要警部頑張りますね。刑事。なんか選択せんといけんの。ほら。
Legs that go on for days. Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints. You know the drill. The evidence is very clear.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
見てみようか。なんだい。さっきからいろいろ出てるんだけど、情報ってなんで確認すればいいの？なんかカチカチ。ボタンも出てこない。
Don't you want to look at it? The message I gave you.
Yeah, of course, Deborah. Hey, give me a second. I need a secretary. Legs that go on.
これ？あ、音下げた方がいい。ちょっと待ってね。クッション。これぐらいかな。音どうでしょう。下げすぎ？あれ？いやマジでそのメッセージってどういうことなんだろう。
Murky browns.
あれ？メッセージどこなのよ。
Maybe I'm just old, and while I'm clucking about nothing,
メッセージ見つからないけど。
I need it.
違うのよ。電話じゃないのよ。
I don't even know where.
大きすぎたけんかな。オッケーオッケー、ありがとうございます。パカリさんありがとうございます。
Don't you want to look at it?
Yeah, of course.
デブラに責められるんだが。バイクライター。そうです。ついでにちょっとメッセージがどこにあるかを探していただけると大変助かります。マジでどこ違うよね。あ、出てきた。インベントリー。あ、これでこれ
I know Molly
私
very
はモ
well.
リをよく知ってい
Please
る。
note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman.
BGM じゃ
And
半分まで下げるのか。見てなかった。いや。
I know Molly
イ
very
バネ
well.
ズは信頼できる友達
Please
よ。
note this when deciding whether or not.
BGM はちょっと下げ目でやっていこうかな。うるさいんだね、結構。OK です。
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my
ブラ
head
ック
with
ジャ
a
ックで
blackjack.
白玉を
Reality
殴られた気
tilted.
分だった。正解が歪むような感覚。モーリー、
Good God.
どうして彼女の
What
名
was
前
her
がここに
name
書かれてい
doing
るんだ。
there?
向かいの壁に飾
I
られた
glanced
古
at
び
the
た
opposite
額
wall
縁に目を向
with
け
the
た。
well-worn
ないよこれ。
picture frames.
なぜモー
Like
リ
an
ーがどう
eternally
して
dark hole in the wall. A missing piece.
モーリーって
She was wearing a
元
light
奥さん
silk
かな。
dress
な
and
んか
singing a lullaby. The
壁に
waves
かけてあった
caressing
は
her
ず。
beauty.
Mr.
来た
Featherland?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
これは一体どういうこと
I
なん
don't
だ。
know anything,
私
Mr.
には分かりま
Santino.
せん、サンティーノさん。
My mistress
私の
told me
主
to
人
give
から
this
の
to you.
私
She
の
said
ため
you'd
の手紙、あ
understand.
なたなら分か
Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail.
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
visit me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Czar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she
彼女は
owns
その
the
クラブ
place.
のオーナーなんです。
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem,
ただ一
Mr.
つだけ心
Featherland.
配なことがあり
Let
ます
me
ね、
guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you
レ
know?
スラーさん。
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
あ、うさぎさんだ。はい。で、これだね、モーリー。
Molly, where do you live now? And
別れた奥さん、なんか娘さん連れて出てったっていう。で、他のボタンは、あったメモ帳。はいはい。全然見てないからめっちゃ溜まっとる。かわいい。被害者の女は何か奇妙な脅しの標的になっている。で、サーリクラブに行けばいいのね。はいはい。はい。あった。インパラだ、ほら。インパラだよ。 見たことあったはずだよ。もう呼ばなくなった。リバネズにまつわる恐怖の空気も声でなっている。ほら、猫だよ。なんかね、見るものがいっぱいあって読むものがいっぱいあるとね、全部読まなきゃいけないかなって思う。読まないので皆様読んでください。あ、狼ね、出てくるといいね。出てきたら食べられるんじゃない？鶏だし。いやでもそうね、食べられる側の人間の方が今いっぱい出てるけど。うわものすごく字が多いね。サニーフェザーランプとなんかね、もう一匹、もう一羽いるんでしょ、鶏。はい、先に進みます。読むのが多すぎるのよ。
Thank you again, Mr. Feather. I mean...
Don't mention it, Deborah. I had no other plans for today, except drink. But tell me, do you have a light? Thought so.
何かいです。
My bedroom.
どうやったら家から出れるの？送ってきゃいいんだろ？あ、電話すればいいのか。555932。これ今時の子って使い方わかるのかな、この電話。
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
10ね、一応あるけどね、使うのかね、ほんと。
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not
10
busy.
手羽先で打てるのかな。手は人間なのかな。君のためなら何でもやるよ。やん、従順やん。
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place. The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in the city I can trust. My...
どうやって署に行くのよ。どうやったら出れるのよ。これか。違う。
I can always count on it. You got anything planned?
I thought I'd visit.
Well, I didn't mean to. I owe you a lot of those.
That's true.
確かに。で、どうやったら出れるんだろう。どうやったら出れるのこれ。 あ、こっち違うよね。こっち寝室って言ったもんね。あれ違うよ。あ、こうやったら全部出る。全部出るからどうなんだ。あ、上。あ、そういうこと。ボタンのこうやり方を教えてほしい。メインシーン、限定シーン、閉鎖シーン。はい。これか。
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same, and the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive, and we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
Chapter 1で、消えた。出とろ
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived a night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
ねえ、鶏めっちゃね、シュール。3歩歩いたら忘れるって言うけどね、忘れてんのかね。よし、じゃあちょっと40分か。まあまあ配信したと思います。キリがいいと思うので、この辺りで終了させていただきます。ご視聴ありがとうございました。いや、まさかね、映像出てないとは思わなかったね。だいぶきつい配信したな。こんなかっこいい鶏見たことないわ。その辺にいる鶏さんにね、ちょっとスーツ着せてあげたらきっとかっこよくなるよ。ではね、猛禽類はやっぱかっこいいからね、どうしても。猫様やめて。よし、じゃあこんな感じで配信終わりたいと思います。本当にご視聴ありがとうございました。本当ありがとうございます。グダグダで申し訳ない。また機会があったらよろしくお願いします。チャンネル登録してとは言えませんが、内容的に Twitter のフォローもおそらく2人ともしてくれているので、ありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。